Hey, 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 it's Monday, and I know it's a little later than normal, but I am popping on to do my Monday Mojo or my Monday motivational video for the week. So, you know what? I want to talk with you about uncovering your obstacles today. You know, every single one of us have things that are coming at us consistently that make it an issue for us to be able to actually follow through and meet our goals. And, you know, the thing is, we all know we're busy. Most of it's time and we've got too many things that we've got to do. But there's always a reason. You can call it a reason, or there's always an excuse. I'm not trying to be disrespectful or to hurt your feelings, but sometimes we just got to own and we got to call what it is, what it is. Sometimes we have a lot of excuses, but you know, a lot of them are very valid. They're very valid. Things are going on, things are happening. We're busy. Life is just faster and faster and faster every day. So anyways, if you don't know who I am and you're hopping on, like I said, I'm Angie Rose with Angie Rose Health Coaching. And every Monday I hop on here to give you a little motivational speech, if you will, a motivational kick in the butt to get going for the week. And this week, like I said, I want to talk to you about uncovering your obstacles and what's preventing you from getting to where you want to go. So today we're going to give you a quick mini exercise that you can take 5 to 10 minutes and walk through to really get honest with yourself for your eyes only and figuring out by writing down what those obstacles are. Okay, so I'm going to walk through this with you so you kind of have an idea of what I'm talking about. You know, when it comes down to really owning our stuff and really figuring out what happened, what didn't happen, what could I do better, what should I be focusing on, when I start looking at these things, you guys, even for myself, like when I begin to struggle, I have to actually write stuff down. Okay. So the mini exercise is I want you to get a notebook and a pen. If you're the old schooler like me who likes to write things down, maybe you want to put it on a Google Doc. Maybe you want to put it in your notes. You can do anywhere you want that is going to be productive for you to figure out and start walking through this quick process. So I want you to start writing down when we're done, writing down what is standing in the way between you and your goals. It could be things like the food that you put in your body, the amount of movement that you're doing or not doing. What I mean by that is exercise, okay? What you focus on, what your thoughts and beliefs are, like what is stopping you from getting to your goals? The lies that you're believing, that you're not capable, that you're never going to make it, that it's too big of a goal, it's going to take too long, whatever those things are. But I also want you to write down anything else that's cluttering up your health journey, okay? We all have reasons, and as I said a minute ago, we all have excuses, and all of them mean something to us. But the reality of it is we've got to put to paper what is actually stopping us. Some of it is fear of failure, fear of success, fear of not knowing enough, fear, fill in the blank of all the different kinds of fears. But so many of us just let the obstacles that come at us knock us down, and we build walls with these obstacles to where it just feels insurmountable that we're never, ever going to cross them or be able to blow them up and blow them out of the way so we can keep climbing up our mountain. Okay. And I know I've been just as guilty of this too. So I want you to really get honest with yourself. What are the things? And sometimes it's just us. All fingers are pointed back. I had a client today that we talked actually about exercise, and this is the week that it was time to make it mandatory, if you will, as her coach, that I'm saying, hey, it's time. We need to get you exercising. The first 5 weeks, if you did it, great. I didn't really, get on about that. But today is the day where we start actually putting some pen to paper and talking about how many times per week you want to exercise. And she more or less said, like, that's the problem. I don't really want to. And I said, I know, you and everybody else. But she said, I know I'm capable, but I am standing in my own way. Now, if that isn't some honest talk, I don't know what is. And so I began to ask her, what does that look like? What is the fear? What's the thought process? And what's hindering you from getting exercise going? And she began to break that down. So I appreciate that person being honest with me today. I know it's a challenge because a lot of times what happens is the wall goes up, the thing comes in the way of our path, and then we just go back to autopilot and we're just trying to get through the day. Maybe that's your challenge that keeps you from getting stuff done and actually accomplishing your goals, is when it gets hard, you actually check out and you're just trying to get through the day and you're doing the minimal amount and you're just focused on what you have to get done. Sometimes we have to do that, guys. I'll tell you what, last week I had to just prioritize what had to be done, what didn't have to be done, because my life was so busy last week, even up through today, prioritizing what needs to be done. But what we forget sometimes is that our priority actually should be our health. And it's actually the one thing that gets thrown on the back burner the most, right? Okay, so if you feel like you've just kind of been on the endless roller coaster of survival mode and autopilot and just getting through the day and getting stuff finished as you can versus feeling like you have a little more control, then this is the exercise I need you to do. Get that pen and paper out, write down the things that are standing in your way. What are the things that are stopping you, that are causing fear, that are your excuses? What are your realities? Sometimes it's a time constraint, but really what that comes down to is, are there things in your life you need to let go of, that you need to step out of, that you need to walk away from, so you can refocus on the things that are most important? Okay? There are seasons where we have to love ourselves enough to let other things around us go, that somebody else can take over so that we can take care of ourselves. So I want you to seriously write everything down. Okay? Just like brain dump. We've talked, there was way back, I don't remember how long ago, but I talked about this and taught about this, about just dumping it all out on paper, being able to give that brain dump, to put the words down, to be able to actually see what is the problem. Okay? Sometimes we get so focused on so much stuff in the way, we don't actually figure out how to fix it. We just let it keep happening. So maybe it's something like you hate getting up early, or maybe you don't like healthy foods. I hear that a lot. Maybe you don't feel like you have the willpower or the motivation. Maybe you just feel alone in your journey, like you're struggling on your own to try to make it happen. And when it gets hard, it's easier to quit. Or maybe there really are factors outside of your control, or you're just overwhelmed. Okay? Whatever the reasons are, write them down. Maybe you think the goals that you really want to accomplish are for other people, but you don't deserve to accomplish them. It's a self-worth thing. It's a thought process thing. It's the lies you're believing about yourself that are stopping you. So write it all down. I know I've said it like 3 times. Let loose. Write it all down. I know the problem for a lot of people with some of these kinds of exercises is they don't want to feel it. So they don't think about it. So they just keep busy and keep going because they don't want to, they're afraid they're going to get lost in that emotion. And I can understand that. That's a very real fear. But the problem is, guys, that for so many people, stuffing it down, it's coming out somewhere that you need something different. Maybe it's in anger. Maybe it's in overeating and binging. Maybe it's in alcohol. Maybe it's in shopping, whatever it may be, drugs, sex. I don't know. I don't know who y'all are that are watching. We all have our things, right? But you deserve to be able to reach your goals. I want you to know that, okay? So as you write these things down, what I want you to think about is, as you go back through them, look at common themes. What are common themes around this stuff that are actually the issues? So maybe it's time factors, okay? Maybe it's almost every one of your reasons is like, it really comes down to time. Maybe the second thing could be, maybe it's just mindset and motivation issues. Again, like I said, most of your excuses or your reasons are around you don't believe in yourself enough, or it's fear. Maybe it's confidence, or maybe it's just about support and accountability. Like you don't know how to do and get started, so you struggle. So you read something, you try it, and then you don't know what you're doing. Okay? hello, I'm your health coach. Come see me. I want to help you be accountable and teach you, but maybe those are the reasons. So not only do I want to have you write those things down, but I also want you to do some problem solving, okay? Because almost everything is fixable. I need to say that again. Almost everything is fixable. Most things can be changed around. You just have to put some thought process into it. Being willing to let go of some things to make room for the stuff that you really need, which you already said that. Maybe you don't have support, then find it. If it's not someone with me, like you're, yeah, Angie, I'd love to work with you, but I just don't have the money to do that, then figure out how to find the support that you need. Get around people who are going to be supportive and encouraging, that have some of the same goals you do. Sometimes it's just about reaching out on your Facebook and saying, hey, I really want to start walking. Anybody want to walk with me? Okay. Maybe it's not enough time. So get creative. I want you to find ways to sneak fitness in or cooking into the spare moments of your life. There are times I'm here and I'm in between clients, and not very often, but I usually get my workouts done in the morning, but you'll see me doing lunges up the hall. I'll stop in my little gym and do some squats with some weights. I'll do some things in between things just because I'm moving. Okay. But if you don't know how to do this, this is also where I come in to help you. So third thing I wrote here was mindset issues. Okay. Maybe you don't have the support that you need. Then I want you to surround yourself with things that are motivating. Read self-development books. I want you to watch inspiring YouTube videos, inspiring music. I actually, this weekend, I was going through something looking for a video for, it was last week for a conference that I was helping with this weekend. And honestly, guys, there's this one song, I'd have to find it and post it, but it's called You're Made for This. And it is one of the most motivational, I think it's by Carrollton is who the band. And man, it pumps me up every time I listen to it. So I listened to it before our conference because I just needed to pump myself up and get confident in what I was doing. Okay. So this is also where I come in as a coach, guys. I'm here to motivate you, support you, encourage you, keep you on the path. When those moments come that it's just like normally you would quit, it's our goal to keep you moving past those to build that confidence, build that foundation, and build that stability. Okay. So, I want you to think about this. Imagine how good it will feel to finally ditch the obstacles between you and your goals. Okay? I know sometimes it's hard to think about that because we've struggled so much and we've failed over and over again. And I'm one of them. I've done that too. So I just need you to know that. Okay? But I want you to carve some time out today or tomorrow to actually sit down. If you can do it today, do it today. Because otherwise, all the other reasons are going to come up why you don't have time to do it. But sit down, get a piece of paper out or a notebook and write those reasons down. And I want you to figure out how to get around them. Okay? Because honestly, almost everything is fixable. All right. I want to offer you guys as well that I do offer a 1-hour free consultation for my health coaching program. One-on-one, come in, sit down with me, talk with me about what I do. Let me help you learn how to eat, what to eat, best for your body, what's going to make you fueled up, feel good, and not feel like you're starving all the time, and really be able to help you to get past this stuff with your mindset. Okay? All right. I hope this encourages you. I would love to know in the comments below who's willing to do this exercise and what it felt like to do it. Not to beat yourself up, but to really be able to put it on paper, sift through it, and figure out what really is a feasible thing that you can do differently. Okay? All right, guys. I hope you have an amazing week. Happy Good Friday on Friday. Happy Easter on Sunday. Enjoy the Easter eggs and be a little careful with the candy and the desserts, all right? I mean, obviously, you don't need all the dessert and all the candies, but have that little splurge and enjoy yourself, and then we'll see you again on Monday. Bye.